channel. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the On3 Performance 87 to 93 fuel Cobra in-tank fuel system. So right off the bat, here's the fuel tank, and it's a really nice piece. So I'm going to go off what I got from them first before I actually start showing you what I was given. So they give you a cool little thing on a UPS note of what was included in your kit and what options that you had. I got the On3 custom baffled fuel tank, which is this. So On3 fuel system orb A and fuel or fitting kit. So they were out of fittings for the PTFE, which I got, and so I just said don't give me any, and they were really cool about that, so they didn't send me any fittings, but I do have the fittings that I bought with me, so I'll show you that too later. So then I got 12 feet of -10 AN PTFE line and -8. I got 20 feet of -8 return line. I didn't know there was that much. I knew there was a lot. I didn't know there was that much. So I got a ton of AN line. Then I got the two On3 E85 pumps with the 340s. So E85 340 pumps. I got the On3 fuel pressure regulator. I got the On3 fuel hat. No instructions, I guess. And then the fuel tank gasket, I have that. And then they crossed off this medium fuel filter because I got the big one. So then the optional parts is the On3 level sensor, fuel level sensor, and then the fuel hat plug. I guess they didn't have it. I clicked on it, but they didn't have it. It doesn't matter. I'll be running 3 pumps anyway. And then the On3 PTFE option. So I got all the PTFE hoses, but I didn't get the fittings because they were out of the fittings at that time. So, and they was fine. They gave me a discount or a refund of whatever, and so that was good. And I ordered my own fittings, so that was totally fine. And then I didn't get the additional 340 pump because I already have one. And then I did get the On3 fuel pump controller kit with fuses. So that was it, and that was what was on the box. Okay, so here's the baffled fuel tank. So it's a really nice piece. A really nice tank that they got, and here's the baffled part so you can actually set your triple fuel pump fuel hat in there, and I'll show you that right after this. So, but everything looks good. It's a Cobra tank, so just like off the 2003-2004 Cobras where they had the 2 pumps in tank, this is the same design except they have the 3 pumps that go in the tank. And let's see if you can see it, but it's just perfectly set up for it, and it's really an awesome piece. So the one thing that I've heard that you have to do, and even On3 tells you have to do it, is so the filler neck is different. And it's really easy to do. So you just get a filler neck from an 0304, any one of the Cobra Mustangs, and you just chop it up a little bit and you put it on the car. And I'll be making a whole video about how I'm going to make it happen. But from what I saw, the easiest way to do it is cut it in half or cut a chunk of it out, and then put some hose on it, and put 2 hose clamps and a hose, and you can wiggle it around and it fits. And that's probably what I'll do, or you can weld it, or you can do some other cool stuff, but I'll probably do the hose thing. These tanks are vented different than a normal Foxbody tank. The Foxbody tank routes over into the fuel or the charcoal canister in your engine bay, and this one does not. You have like a little fitting that goes right here, and it vents back into the filler neck. So that's something you got to take into account. But you can buy that ventilation plug from AutoZone or anywhere, and again, that's going to be in my whole video of me installing this, but this doesn't come with the kit, and these are things that you have to do. It's not hard. You just got to know to do it before you get into this. Otherwise, you'll be wondering why your tank doesn't take gas and while you're at the pump trying to force gas into it and nothing's happening. So those are just a couple little things that you got to know before you do it. And so this is the tank. It's really nice. It came to me in a big box. Very pleased with it. And here's just a shot of the back. Big old fuel tank. And boom, boom, and that's probably all you need to see. Alright, so let's go into the fuel hat. Alright, so here's the gasket they sent me with the hardware to mount the gasket. So that's that. That's cool, and we're done with this. So the reviewed stuff's going to go over there. Alright, so here is the fuel hat. And this piece just looks awesome. It's machined really pretty. I guess I can't do that. It's machined really nice. It's got all the spots for the fuel pumps. It's just a really good looking piece, and this piece right here is what made me want this kit more than anything, and that's why I bought the kit, honestly. Is just this is such a cool design that they took the stock, the 2 pump, and they made a third one. So you can see there's a provision for 3 pumps instead of 2. So 3 340s. You can pump so much fuel, you don't know what to do with yourself. So it will take my 700 horsepower that I'm going to put into the car and just, it'll be more than enough. It just sets in here just like that. And then you have your lines coming from there. And it's just, it looks stock. No one would know that you have a fuel system that is pumping up so much fuel that you couldn't even, this is over 1,000 horsepower fuel system. With E85, has dash 10 lines. This kit is awesome. You can, massive amounts of horsepower can be made through this kit, and it's a sleeper kit. No one would ever know. And this is the best priced kit on the market right now. I've been looking at this kit and all the other kits, and it's just for bang for your buck. There is some modifications, yeah, but at the price you're getting it at, can you really be upset with them? Because it's such a good price. And then I'm going to have the people that say you pay for what you get, and that's true, but looks really good, and everybody I've read online has excellent reviews with the On3 stuff, so I'm very happy. But that's how it sets up, in that you have your 10 line and your return, or your feed and your return, and it just runs all through here. All the pumps feed into the 3 holes at the bottom, and all your wiring goes through this little guy right here, if you can see that, and then the return goes through that hole right here. So we're going to put these away so I don't have to work around this giant fuel system. This is all... Okay, so let's just start with what's on the table. So here is the On3 fuel level sender unit for the Cobra tank. This is all it is. It's just a little, it has the float, and it has where it mounts to, and it just sends a signal back into your cabin so you know how much gas you have. But that's all it is. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was like 30 bucks or something on their website, but definitely something you'd have to get if you want to know how much fuel's in your gas tank. So must have. Alright, so here is the fuel pump controller wiring, and here is the relay box. So it gives you all the wires for the fuel pumps, and then a ground wire, and let's look into it. And then here's your 3 relays, and I guess it sets like this. And it even has mounting brackets. This is a really nice piece, actually. I mean, they give you a fuse box, a relay box to control your fuel pumps, and they give you the wiring to do it. I mean, that's pretty nice if you ask me. So it has the 3 relays, a box to mount, and even has a little cover. So this controller wiring kit's really nice. It was $100 on their website. I can't figure out what I'm doing. There it is. Alright, so this, yeah, it's got the ground wire. I should have just read it off of this because I don't know what's going on. So red wire to pump power, red wire to pump power, and the blue wire is to the 3rd pump if using a 3rd pump. So the blue, so look how easy they made it. So they even give you the blue wire, so if you're not using it, you know which one not to use. So that's what this is, the power. And then the second set of powers is to the 12-volt switch, so it knows when to turn on. There it is, and it's explained on this little UPS sheet they give you. And then you have the giant red wire that obviously goes to the power supply. So it's a 4-gauge, I think, and it's massive. I really like the box, honestly. I hate wiring. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And the fact that they give me a box where I don't even have to think about it, and it has its own relays, $100 well spent, man. $100 well spent. They already did thought this out for you, so you don't have to do nothing. Very cool. So here's the hardware for the fuel hat, and then there's a -8 orb fitting and a -10 orb fitting that goes into my fuel hat. So this is all the fuel hat stuff. So here's the -8 orb fitting, and then here's the -10 orb fitting. So that goes into the fuel hat. This is the hardware for the top of the fuel hat. It's got to be what it is, yeah, because there's 2 long ones and 4 short ones. So that means the 4 short ones go here and the 2 long ones go here, and they give you some nice grade 8 bolts. So that's that. I don't know what the wires are for. Actually, the wires are for the sending unit, I think. That's my guess. So I'll have to look at that and make sure, and I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. But if I'm not wrong, I won't change nothing. So that's what this hardware kit is for. And then these are your little nozzles. So 3 of these nozzles are for the fuel pumps to the feed. So the 3 holes here are 3 of them, and then 1 of the nozzles is for the return to just spit fuel back out into the tank. So, and that's that one right there. So that's what this hardware kit is for. And yeah, so I guess we're done with the bag of goodies. Okay, and so they have the medium fuel filter that you get normally, or you get the big one. And I got the big one. So here's my On3 Performance large fuel filter for E85. And right off the bat, it's massive. I don't know how I'm going to mount this yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out later. So then they give you some orb fittings for the back of this, and I think they're like -12 or something. But so they give you 2 fittings, and it's -10. I think this is like a -12 or something, and you just screw them in and whatever, and then you can mount it somewhere underneath the car. So the one thing I've noticed this kit doesn't have, and it's not like a big deal, you just gotta know to have it, is hangers for the fuel lines, because while you're hanging all this stuff, you gotta have hangers. And you gotta have those thick hangers that can actually grab it. So I think Amazon has these hangers for like $10 for a pack of 20 or something, so you just need to get some -8 and some -10, and then figure out a way to mount this thing. So maybe some hose clamps or big ones, I don't know. But there's a way to do it, and like I said, this will all be in my installation video that's coming out. Alright, so let's move on to the fuel pressure regulator. And it's got the little nice On3 Performance badge on it, and then it has a spot for your gauge. So if you want to look at the fuel pressure while it's actually has fuel pressure, you can pop this little stud out, or plug, and then put your gauge in there and you can see what's going on. So that's cool, it's great, it has a provision for that. And then you have on the side, you have your little vacuum fitting to actually get vacuum, which it needs. And then all of these are -8 fittings. So you'll need -8 orb fittings to go with it, and he's told me I need those anyway, so, but that's what it is, and it's a really nice piece. It's real hefty, and I'm excited to use it and mount it on the car. And then it comes with the mounting bracket on the back, which I will be using, and for the Foxbody, I'm just going to mount it at the back, but it's going to be the fuel line video, and you'll see that. You'll probably see that before you see this. So, and it can mount anywhere. You can flip it around. You can do whatever you want with this bracket, because there's studs on the back, and you can move it around and move it to your heart's content. I'm excited to use it myself. So, like, I don't know how well it works until I put it on the car, but just from looking at it, it does look really nice. So now, the fuel pumps. E85 compatible. Alright. And there's a little bit of hose with it. Here's my filter. Here's that. Alright. Here's the sleeve. And here's 2 hose clamps. And the filter. Or the pump, not the filter. Alright, and it's blue. So here is the On3 Performance fuel pump, and the other one should look exactly the same. I'll even take it out of the box so you can't say that they gave me 2 different pumps. Then same thing, same stuff in this one, and blue pump. So put this one back because I don't need it. But it does look like a nice pump. It looks exactly like my 340. I can't except the 340 is red and this is blue, and that's literally the only difference. Otherwise, it's the exact same looking pump. So there is the fuel system part that On3 gave me, and I will go into the fuel fittings that I had to buy myself because they were out, and that's not their fault. Their provider just didn't have any at the time, and I just said, forget it, I don't want to wait. I will buy my own. And that's all COVID. That's COVID's fault. It's not their fault. It's just COVID-19 is messing us all up, and I can't get my race car parts fast enough. So it is what it is. I almost forgot to show you the line. So they did give me the PTFE line because they had that in stock. So here's my 20 feet of -8, which is a ton. 20 feet is way more than enough to do your fuel system. So yeah, but it does look like really nice line. It is PTFE lined. You can see it with the little PTFE in there, but it is really nice line, and there's a ton of it. So here's a ton of -8, and then here's the -10, and this is the 12 feet of -10, which is the feed. It's good 12 feet of line, that's more than enough. So here's the stuff that I ordered myself, because I thought I was going to need more than, I didn't realize they gave me 20 feet. Alright, so then And all this is from Raceflex. Raceflex is awesome, and I'm not sponsored by them either, but it's awesome. So I'm just gonna go over what I got. So this is what On3 told me to get. They said get one Y block dual 8AN to single 10AN, 7 8AN straight O-ring to 8AN male, then get 3 8AN hose in straights, 2 8AN hose in 45 degrees, and then 5 8AN hose in 90 degrees, and then 4 10AN hose in straights. This is what On3 recommends, and so that's what I got to make the system work. I recommend everybody getting their fittings from Raceflex because if you spend over $150, you get a 30% discount. That's crazy. That's wholesale. So I would totally recommend getting your stuff from Raceflex because the money is great. That's the end of this video. I'm very happy with the fuel system that I got, and I can't wait to get it on the car. So that'll be coming up probably in a couple months because I'm going to get the car started and I'm going to get it running, driving, broken in, and then when I'm when I'm recovering from surgery, my recovery is going to be putting the turbo and the fuel system on the car. So that's when I'll be making those videos, and it'll be really fun. So I just want to say thank you for watching the video and making it to the end of the video if you made it this far. If you're new, like, subscribe. If you're not new, just like. And thanks for watching, and thanks for your continued support. I'm just going to keep making these videos, and we're going to get them out there and get this Mustang to 700 horsepower and see how many things we can break. Hopefully not too many things, but we're going to try to run a 9 second 700 horsepower and make sure that all gets done. So again, thanks for watching everybody, and I will catch you guys on the next video. What's up, everybody? I thought this would be funner than the blooper at the end of the video, so I'm getting better slowly but surely. I was just editing the end of this video and thought I would say that I got videos coming up soon, and I'm gonna be able to walk again pretty soon, so I will be coming up with good videos. I got a lot of good stuff planned, but just wanted to say hey and tell everybody that I'm doing all right, and I want to thank everybody on all my social media platforms for reaching out to me and asking how I was doing and how the recovery was going. So thank you guys so much. Means everything. So I guess I'll see you guys on the next video for real this time. Take it easy, guys. I'll catch you later.